Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in situation. The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle. swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the. Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. the teens, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across the way.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 12.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
To number 83.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Steeler first down.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Pittsburgh.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He's calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Pushes him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Steelers.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with McFarland. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going with a big fullback, Juan. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Tucker lining up.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Justin Tucker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 26 yards on the play there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Owen. I got you. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. You
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 31.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Watch the run. Mike 5-4.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Another run here with Dobbins. Down right around the 25.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Switch it. Report. Sit up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Steeler ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And the Steeler 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, McFarland. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The ball carrier, Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that.
McFarland once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 8. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Ready? Like 80.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They run the counter. McFarland, he's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up. Boom! That's how we do it.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Report.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. A very solid gain of 27.
4 yards.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Alex Highsmith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
21.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take